Marxists and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
Before we go too far, I've got something to tell you.
Prepare for it!
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
Play YMCA. Go ahead. Let's go. Nice and loud. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. It is June 16th, 2025. Oh my goodness, we're just moving right along. June is almost gone, halfway gone. I hope you guys are all doing well. It was a beautiful weekend, lots of beautiful energy, especially around that parade for the Army, Trump's birthday. It went really well. Throw your questions in the chat. Other things have happened. Okay, I'm sure you guys heard about the Assasin, I believe in Minnesota. So we'll go over that a little bit. That was some big news this weekend. But any questions, throw it out there. Now, President Trump is in Canada this morning. I see Linda Venema out there posting, President Trump is here this morning in Alberta, Canada. He speaks live at 11 p.m. Is there going to be good news for us in Canada? So we will pull on that. That's where we're going to start. I also have a few questions that some of you put down below on Friday's show. So we'll go through those as well, but feel free, throw geopolitical questions into the live chat today. That will be fine. Personal questions I do take on Wednesdays, but if you are interested in a personal reading, I do have express readings. We're doing a special to celebrate Trump's birthday. So we're going to celebrate all week, still going forward. But yeah, express readings are at $22. So you send in 4 questions. I pull cards for you and send you back a video, customized video. And a lot of times it will be a lot sooner than the date that you have to choose for the appointment. It's not a one-on-one, face-to-face. Again, I send you a video, but very fun. And I'm happy to do that for you guys at a very special price of $22. So very cool. But how are you guys doing out there in the chat? Before we pull on Canada, I just want to see how the energy is, how you guys are feeling. We've got Connie Phillips in the house. Welcome. I love to see you here for sure. I know you're going through a lot, and all our love and prayers are with you as a collective of the Soul Tribe. But good to see everyone here. We've got Dee Dee Lucas moving to Alberta. Awesome. Very cool. We've got Buckshot in the house. Nice to see you out here for sure. We've got everybody here. Joni Stewart. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's get started. I'm going to pull up that question from Linda. It looks like I lost it, but I'm going to find it again. So Trump being out there in Alberta, let's see, this morning. Here we go. I think he's already landed. I'm not completely sure, but I think he already landed. I think I saw that. But anyways, let's take a look. What is the energy around Trump's visit to Canada today? You know, are we going to hear anything? Is there anything about Canada becoming our 51st state? Is that going to happen? Is he going to make a deal? What's going on with Canada? Because I'm sure he wants to make Canada great again as well. So let's see how the influence of his presence being in Canada, what's going to happen there. Here we go. Yep, the Knight of Cups. So that's the energy he's in. He is going there to make things better, not only for Canada, but the deal. He wants to make some sort of deal, and I think it has to do definitely with a tariff situation. Something's going to help us, the U.S., so he's trying to make a deal. He wants to negotiate something. There is a brand new beginning here. 4 of Cups. He already has it all planned out, this deal. It's going to be an offer that Canada really can't refuse. That's what I'm getting. They really can't refuse this deal. Going back to old values, the old way of life, the right way that actually works for Canada and the U.S. So we're going to always keep them as an ally. But let's take a look. It's going to go well. He's going to have a good time. like it's going to be smooth conversation, but he is negotiating something, and I really hope, because this is the intention that he has coming forward for Canada. I hope that Canada takes it. I hope that they follow through with it. But there's a lot of corrupt people still in the system with Canada, in their government. So let's ask, are they going to accept his negotiations, his deal? Here we go. So they're going to be united on it. I don't think they're going to make a final decision right away, because we have Pentacles here. Yes, it's about, okay, helping people have more abundance, making it more affordable for people. So there is a big deal here regarding money, the people, financials, all that stuff. Let's see what else comes through. Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they are going to accept it. Yep. They're probably going to give him a little bit of a struggle at first of understanding, because like I said, there's a lot of darkness still within Canada of the government. So it's going to take a bit of negotiating, but absolutely, he's going to come to a good compromise, a good deal. Now let's ask, because I really would love it to happen. I want Canada to be the 51st state. So let's see, is that going to happen? It looks like they're going to work in unity and harmony here. Here we go. Will Canada become the 51st state? Here we go. Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Fives, remember, are changes. Okay, so change, yes, it would be a big change. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. I think that they have to. Honestly, if they want a prosperous, beautiful future in all years to come, I think it's in the best interest of Canada to become the 51st state. And I do believe so. Ten of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles, again, show kind of a long stretch out of things. So it might take a long time. It could be over the next, I think on Friday, was it Friday or Wednesday? I think we pulled on it that it would be within the next 6 months that Canada would transform and become, a part of the U.S., but also be a part of, making it great again in Canada. So he has a huge influence. I think Trump's going to win his argument, his negotiation. Definitely, I think they are going to surrender. Ten of Pentacles is a very strong, energy to pull on when you're asking such a big question, if they'll become the 51st state. I do believe so. I'm going to stick with my previous prediction that it's within the next 6 months that this will happen. So I'm going to roll with that. Thank you, Linda, for bringing that up. I love it. Let's see what else is out there. I'm going to pull some more questions from the chat. And then I just have a few banners from Friday's show. Let's see. 11, Melisande 11. Isn't Alberta about to vote to get free, to be free from Canada? Let's see. Is that truly going to happen? Will Alberta be free from Canada? Here we go. Let's take a look. Is that correct? Seven of Wands, Six of Swords. So yes, in the near future, this would happen. But honestly, it's out of the dark and into the light. So yes, they would have to do this in order to get rid of a lot of corrupt individuals. So yeah, it probably won't happen right away, Six of Swords, but in the near future, yes. So I like that. Let's see what else is out there. Yeah, okay, so Linda, yeah, I think it's all of Canada becoming the 51st state, but let's pull on it. Just to have more clarification, is it just Alberta a part of the U.S., or is it all of Canada becoming the 51st state? Here we go. Oh, it's all. Trump is not going to just settle for, no. It's all of it. Okay, and then there's the Hermit card. This too, to help everyone evolve, especially all the people getting better out of their financial situations and struggles. Absolutely, this would have to happen. Otherwise, nothing's really going to change. Canada will always have their struggles that they currently have if Trump doesn't intervene. So absolutely, it needs to be the 51st state for the people, for the survival of their country. Otherwise, it will go down. But absolutely, it's all of it. I love that. That's what I want. Then I can go there. I can come see you guys. Let's see what else is out there. Yeah, Linda, I think it's great news too, and I believe it. I've believed it this whole time, ever since Trump was throwing it out there. But every time I've pulled on it, it's been a very positive, high vibrational pull, just like we just saw. So it's in the works. It's in their best interest. It's in Canada's best interest for the people, but as a country, to stand with us and be with us. Absolutely. Here's another question. Is Social Security going up in July? Here we go. Good question. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Cups again. So Trump's energy with that Knight of Cups, so he's like the bringer of light. He is the healer. He is bringing love and unity and peace to the people. So absolutely, Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles. So that means it's being negotiated. It's being worked on. It's in progress. Okay, let me ask for July of 2025 very specifically. Ooh, beautiful Queen of Wands, which I do associate, not, this is a different deck, my deck from every other deck, but I do associate her with Cancer because it is the Queen of Wands. And we have, and because also Leo turns into July at the end of the month. So I would say this is more so towards the end of July. Ace of Cups is your big confirmation there of absolutely. Absolutely. And for that to be symbolic, remember cups, it's an overflowing cup as well. Of course, my design here is more about her consciousness, how she's connected to spirit. She's she's in the zone and she's very connected to spirit, her angels, her consciousness, her higher self. But this is also symbolic for an overflow. So I see this as an overflow of abundance to help those on Social Security. So yes, this is going to be greater than expected. So bigger than expected, prosperity-wise, absolutely. Trump will take care of all who are on Social Security, definitely. And he's promised that, and he follows through on all his promises. So I do believe that for sure. Let's see. Marilyn Sen, nice to see you here. Question, will med beds be available for all soon? All right, so always a hot topic. It's always usually in the personal readings as well. So let's do a current poll on this. Will the med beds be available soon? Here we go. We have the Two of Cups. We also have the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands. Beautiful. So yes. So the Five of Wands, remember, in this case, especially with my deck, it's more of a celebration in my deck, the way I designed it. I took a lot of negativity that was out. It was in the Rider-Waite decks mostly, but the books that they have and all that. So the special meanings, the general meanings, I don't really go by those. But in my deck, the Five of Wands would be more of a celebration, a party, like rejoicing, gathering around, just like I put in the illustration there. But the Ace of Swords with the Two of Cups, I do feel that is pretty soon. I don't think it's 2025, but I think that there'll be more, like we have already the frequency healing. So we already have like a taste of it out there. And shout out to Lissa Hetrick out there. I'm sure she'll watch this at some point. But she's one that's really, she has a lot of the intro versions to med beds. Okay, so the modalities, healing modalities. And a lot of you already know this, but we're being introduced slowly to all these new technologies and frequencies. But all of these tools and modalities, they've been around. Like these have been around for years. We're just now really getting into it. Okay, so it's just a taste of it. But I feel like in 2026, we're going to have even more come forward, more modalities. But the actual med beds, now that's a kind of a general question, because in my mind and what I've channeled, med beds can cover a lot of different things that are coming forward. It's not just one med bed that's going to fix every problem that you have and bring you back to your 20s or 30s. I think that there's going to be multiple different types of med bed frequencies. But I also feel, and I'm being honest, I don't think that that's actual truth, that there's a bed that you're going to get in and fix everything. I don't. I think it has to depend on your frequency, how you take care of your temple, mind, body, and soul, what you put in your body, Do you exercise? Do you keep your body in good shape, right? It's all about what we play a role as. What are you doing? And then also using those modalities. So I've never really quite believed that there's a bed that's going to flip all that for you. You know, you still have to play your role. So when we ask, will there be med beds? I know that's what everyone's mind goes to. Oh, there's going to be a bed that's going to fix everything. You know, they're going to be healing us, helping us to heal, but you have to do your own part, especially on a cosmetic level as well. That's just my belief. I'm sure a lot of people out there are going to not like that, but that's what I've channeled. That's what I'm getting. It's not just a bed that's going to fix everything for you, you know, inside and out. You know, we are the med beds. I love that, Marilyn. Exactly. You play a major role. The modalities of healing, the frequency tools, the healers out there, they're playing a major role to help you, but they can't fix you. They'll help you and guide you. But exactly, Marilyn, that's exactly it. We are the med beds. Yeah, so let's move forward here. But yeah, feel free to throw your questions out there. Like this one, Lois, I love it. I love the imagination and where you're going with this, but I don't believe that would happen. I just don't. Getting new teeth in the med beds, even if you have implants, I don't. It's not just my personal belief here. It's what I've picked up on, what I've channeled. So many people ask me all the time, and I do, you know, medical intuitive readings as well. In my personal readings, you can ask anything you want, but I've never picked up on ever if that would actually happen. And I've been asked that one a lot. So no, I don't believe that will happen. It's a great idea, though. It'd be amazing. I think there's tools and frequency tools of healing that will help you to accomplish that, but to help growth and regrow. But I don't think that there's a bed that's just going to replace your teeth or implants, you know. Like this, Joni Stewart, exactly. That I've never channeled. I've been channeling for a long time. You guys have seen all these shows in years gone by. But no, I know originally that's been something that's thrown out there, and I think that is where they're getting a little carried away with it. But it does bring views for people. It's clickbait as well. It gets everyone hyped up. If anything's getting you really hyped up, like this is a route that they take. A lot of channels. No, I don't believe so. Once again, I believe they can help regress and bring you back to looking younger, but you have to play a major role in that, you know. So once again, more clarification. What I've channeled is you can't just jump in a bed and it's going to take you back to it's not going to take me back to 22 or 17. You know, it's going to help me in an improvement maybe on the skin, on the cosmetic surfaces. But all in all, you are responsible for the health of your temple, you know? So no, I don't believe that one. I've never channeled that. So I don't know. A lot of people out there, they spew that. They go with that. It helps them with ratings. It helps them with views and all of that. Of course. But I'm not going to mislead the people in something. I've never channeled that. And I'm being honest. I've never heard that coming from spirit ever. So I'm not trying to down anybody, but that's the truth. Let's see what else is out there. Ooh, I like this one, free to fly. Will we have another buying opportunity where crypto XRP dips back down below 2.10 again this week of June 2025? Here we go. Will we have another buying opportunity where crypto XRP dips back down below 2.10 again this week of June in 2025? Very well phrased question, by the way. Free to fly. Thank you. That's how you should phrase a question. So it looks like it will be balanced. I do believe you will have another chance. I do believe so. You have the Magician, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, there is another chance here coming. Yes, it's going to balance and elevate and allow that opportunity. So when it's there, take it. And then I think it will probably, go crazy again. But absolutely, good question. Yes. Let's see what else is out there. Taking a look in the chat. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate that, Leslie. Thank you so much. And you know what? So as you all know, Ascent Nutrition is my supplement company that I love so much. I'm going to share screen. It's on my website. Okay, so scratch that. Arcanashores.net is my website, but you want to go to Shop Nutritions, and that's where you're going to find Ascent. And if you shop through my website with Ascent, you will definitely get a free express reading. You will be entered automatically, and most of you always will win, because I do kind of rig it myself, and I will pick all of you. So everyone gets a chance to have a free express reading if you purchase Ascent through my website with my links. But thank you for commenting on my hair. Everyone keeps saying that how shiny it is and healthy, and it is. And I have to say, I make my own concoction of stuff with Ascent. Okay, so I will let you in on a secret. It smells great, and you guys know about the pine needle extract. I talk about it often, but the pine needle extract, I actually will put that in my conditioner. I put it with the what is it called? Argan. So argan oil, jojoba, and then I put pine needle extract, and I mix it together, and I let it sit on my hair. I used to do castor oil, which I love. I love that, but it's a bit heavy. It's really heavy. It's hard to, you have to use so much to get out of your hair. So what I do is that concoction, jojoba oil, I don't know if I'm saying that right, argan oil, and then the pine needle extract is huge. So I'll mix all that together, and then I just let it sit. I do it once a week, and I believe it's been recently you guys have been commenting, and I'm like, oh, I bet you it's my new concoction that I'm making. So I mix that up, put it on my hair, and I let it sit 20, 30 minutes, and then I wash it out. So thank you. That's so cool. But yeah, if you guys want to try that, you're going to need the pine needle extract from Ascent Nutrition. So yeah, there you go. There's a little secret for you. And it's a great way to detox your hair as well from all the things in the air and everything. But yeah, appreciate that. Let's see what else is out there. I appreciate you guys, all your loving support always. And also, Marilyn Send is reminding everyone, if you would like to discuss humanitarian projects, every Saturday. Now we started this back in the fall. Every Saturday, this group gets together from our Soul Tribe, and you guys are more than welcome to go and join and just talk about it. I think put your hours in there, the hours you do it. I believe it's from 3 to 5 Eastern time. I could be wrong. But throw all the information in the chat, Marilyn. You have full permission. Everyone does. But it's a great group, and they get together. I love it. I will be participating eventually. Maybe the next rainy day and rainy Saturday. But Saturday mornings, I'm teaching my class. So everyone who's in my class, to enhance your intuition, thank you all who have joined. We are doing weekly readings. We read each other, and it's been so healing for all of us. If you are interested in joining, it's only $33, and it's 5 weeks. And that's what we do. We read, we channel each other, and we help each other. So if you feel like you're doubting your intuition, or you don't know, if you feel stuck and you're like, I don't know if I can connect to spirit, this is a great class. A lot of us going into this, when we started, a lot of the classmates were telling me, I don't feel confident of what's coming in. I want to trust myself more. And that's exactly why I made this class, so that we can work on that and enhance our confidence and intuition. But the best way to do that is with a group and with practicing on each other, reading for each other. So it's amazing. And it's every Saturday, 11:30 Eastern time to 12:30. So again, if you're interested, shoot me an email and I'll let you know all the details. It's so fun. I love it. It really lifts me up every Saturday, that's for sure. But anyways, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the questions. I could just talk all day. Let's see. Leslie, you cannot wait to try products. Okay, I don't know if you guys are talking about something else. But pine needle extract, yes, Joni Stewart, you can put it in your coffee. It tastes great, and it's really good for your hair. What about thinning hair? Now, thinning hair, there's a lot of things that you're going to need. I would suggest to start with the algae oil DHA. That is another thing that I take. I don't put it on my hair because it is, has a little fish scent to it. But algae oil DHA, you do want to take that orally. Just take it, put it in a smoothie even. You won't even taste it. But you want to take that every day. That will actually help your hair and everything. It's made my real natural nails grow. So I'm not even getting my nails done anymore. I'm just getting them painted, but it's amazing because they're growing. I've always wanted, because I've never had super strong nails, but now I do. So I'm very proud of that. And so nails, hair, skin, everything, your eyes, your cognitive function, all about that algae oil DHA. That is my number one. If I had to choose one product from Ascent Nutrition, that is the one I would choose. So again, it's on my website. If you purchase through my links on my website, you will get a free express reading. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I would suggest that as your go-to. And just make sure you're getting all your nutrients and you're eating enough. Plant protein, I suggest too. Make sure you're getting a lot of protein. That will help you as well tremendously. But hey, I could go on all day about beauty stuff, health and beauty. I love that. And I will be talking about more health stuff as we go on. Here's a cool question from Catherine. What is the difference between the pine pollen tincture and the pine needle extract? So the pine pollen tincture, now I think that's a great one too. So you still get the great benefits with both, using both, but the pine pollen tincture is a bit more, I would say there is a lot of, it's a potent flavor. So it doesn't really taste as great. But if you mix it, like I said, I'll put the pine pollen tincture in a smoothie sometimes. And it actually, I think it has a base in there. I forget what the base is, but it makes me a little sleepy, I have to say. So if you have trouble sleeping, pine pollen tincture, put it in your, I have a smoothie at night, maybe at dinner time or something. But mix it in. And definitely, oh my gosh, that will help you. You get the same benefits, but it also helps rebuild new DNA cells, stem cells. So that's a great plus, as well as your skin, your eyes, your hair, everything. So remember, what we put in our body, it shows. Health will shine through you. Your eyes will even glisten more and have more of like a light to them. It's amazing. The best products that you can put in your body. Don't go buy stuff at the stores that are just over the counter, supplements. Always look at those ingredients. And I know a lot of you already know this, but we have new people here. You have to look at all the ingredients. They put so much extra stuff in there. It's crap. It's metals. It's terrible. So you're not even getting the benefit of what's in it. It might say pine needle or pine needle tea or whatever in their capsules or something, but it's not actually straight, organic, pure. So that's why I stick with Ascent Nutrition, because it's pure and it's organic and clean. And I know that I'm getting all the benefits of that pine needle or algae oil DHA. Because, yeah, it's out there. You can go to some health store, but it's not going to have the potent extracts or the purity that Ascent has. You just won't. And I know that I've felt better ever since I've started. I think it was in 2022. Yeah. When I started Ascent, and it's just my constant. I have it always taking it every day. Yeah, the health of your hair comes from within. Yeah. Your hair will start to show your health, your eyes, your skin, you just start glowing, and that's healthy. But thank you guys. Yeah, this was a good little health lesson. So it's good to get the information out there. I know a lot of you already know all this stuff, but it's good information for our new people that have joined us. So we want to welcome them. But anyways, let's see. I do have some questions that came through on Friday's show, at the end of Friday's show. So let's get to this No Kings political assassin, okay? So apparently was arrested. And I say apparently because Benny Johnson made a good point I saw on his show over the weekend. It was this morning actually, and this weekend. But he made a comparison of the guy they arrested and the guy with the mask on that's on the camera that they have footage of. The body shape doesn't match. So I don't know. He thinks that there's something going on there as well. I want to pull on it. So that's why we're asking, is this truly the right guy? This Meretz Bolter is the one that they arrested truly the right guy? And then was he hired and ordered by Tim Walz? We know there's a connection there. It's a guaranteed connection. Will this lead to major arrests, that being Tim Walz? I know a lot of you guys were asking, I think it was Friday and Wednesday, you were asking me, is Tim Walz going to be taken out? Is he going to be arrested and brought forward for all the bad things he's done and all the dirty, terrible, we know how bad he is all that coming forward, and I think that this might be the stepping stone that, yes, that this actually makes it happen quicker. So let's take a look. Let's see. First off, is the guy that they're saying, that they arrested, is this truly the guy that assassinated that woman that recently just went Republican? Here we go. Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Pentacles, and the Gemini card. So the Gemini card, it is the Lover's card, but when you're reading a question like this, you're looking at the sign of the card, Gemini. So as we know, and I love Gemini, I have a lot of it. I'm a moon and rising Gemini, but asking this question, there is a switch going on. Remember, Gemini's the twins. It's the, it can act as one, and then it's so black and white, two different versions. So that's what I'm hearing here. So there's two different versions coming through. We also got that Two of Pentacles. So no, I don't believe. I actually think Benny Johnson's on this. I think he's correct. I don't think they arrested the right guy. So the guy they're saying that they arrested that did this isn't actually the right guy. So that would lead me to believe that, again, the system is in on this, right? The government, the police, all of that. So is that correct? Here we go. Yeah. This is going to lead to more arrests. This is going to lead to, yes, Tim Walz being arrested, but also this is going to lead to the other corrupt people in the system talking about the police, FBI, everyone in this is all tied to this. This was all a big setup. Absolutely. This murder was a setup. So we'll follow through more on this as the days go on, but I really wanted to check on that. So yes, it is correct. It's bogus, but it's going to lead to more arrests, and it's going to be the exposure of the bad things that are going on in Minnesota. So very interesting. Any comments on that section, that subject, throw them in the chat. Tim Walz is a worm. He's awful, disgusting. Yeah. Very shady. Yeah, it's all a scheme, but I think this scheme is actually going to be the exposure of what's going on out there. Absolutely. Semi-country living. Will any of these rogue governors and mayors who promoted riots and destruction get fired for not keeping their cities and states safe? Good question. Here we go. Oh, yeah. The death card. Yeah, absolutely. And we didn't have to pull cards on that, but absolutely. This is not going to be put up. They're not going to put up with that. We have to get on ball here and keep our cities and states safe. And this is the way to get rid of these bad people. So, because they're all in on it. They're funding it. They're promoting it. They're getting it going even more. Absolutely. Let's see what else is out there. And I think I have some more in the banners. Let's see what we have in the banners. Here's one. This was from Connie out there. Let's see. Is it true that the IRS is in on a 90-day freeze and 45,000 employees fired? Here we go. Yeah, this is the breakthrough. That's what I heard, breakthrough. And the sun card you got. So the sun card, absolutely. Right on point there, Connie. And the tower. The tower is showing us visually it's all crashed down. It's all over for the IRS. Absolutely. I'm sure YouTube won't like that, but it's true. It's all over for them. It's a tower moment. 90-day freeze. Let's get more information on the 90-day freeze. So we're in June, July, August. Okay, so let's see. Early fall, Well, by early fall, will all of these employees be gone and fired? Here we go. The Moon card and the Queen of Cups. So yes, that is another yes. We're not getting any no's here. Ha! I love it. Thank you so much, Connie. That's a good one. Let's see. I have another in my banners, I believe, and then I'll come back to that live chat from Infinite Love asking, could you please draw cards for an update on, it's hard to pronounce these names sometimes. I don't know if it's Francois Legault in Quebec. Are there plans to remove him? If so, when? We're so fed up with him. Yeah, let's take a look. Are they going to get rid of this guy in Quebec? This one wants to come through. You notice how, so if you like to read cards, if anything like that happens and something, makes you hit it, or it falls on the ground, or anything like this, a mishap, this means you should pull it. We've got the Ace of Swords here. The first card that I got, and I just dropped it, is the Star card. One second. It is the Star card. Okay, so we have the Star card coming through and the Ace of Swords. So this is a yes. Now let's see when. Okay, so I know you're asking when. If so, when? What is the zodiac time frame? Here we go. Three of Pentacles. Oh, it's already in action. They're already getting ready to do this. So the Three of Pentacles, it's like they're already getting together. They're huddled together. They're planning their strike. They're planning on this. So they have to plan it the right moment to catch him in the act. They're going to catch him in the act of doing something, and then they're going to take him out. So, yeah, he'll be removed. Absolutely. Great question. I'm coming into that live chat. Let's see what you guys have in there. I have a few minutes left. I have a reading at 12. So, yeah, we'll have to wrap this up. But this has been really fun. Raven's wings. If not for the actions of the dark ones, we wouldn't be learning our lessons. We're here to graduate and anchor love. So yeah, talking about our personal things, our personal lives, I take that. I'm resonating with that for all of us. That is absolutely true. And that reminds me, I should pull cards just for all of us on a personal level. What do we all need to know as a collective for our personal lives and getting through every day? What do we need to know as we go through these times of all this stuff happening? So here we go. But that's a great reminder, Raven's Wings. Thank you so much for throwing that energy in the chat. That is so good for everyone. So here we go. What is the message that we all need to hear today for our lives? What does Spirit want to share with us? What is the message for us? I'm hearing focus. Focus on you. Focus on your family. Focus on godly love, actually. That's what's coming through. The godly love that you see in your children, the light in their eyes, the way that it's all about children, actually. So the children around you, if you don't have any of your own, then your nieces or your friends' children in general. So be childlike, be godlike, as in their presence. Live the way that they live. Think the way that their perspectives are. So you know what that does? Even if you have no children around you, relate to the child within. Okay, so your inner child. Always connect with him or her. You always have that version of yourself too. So what's coming through is be godlike. The way that they see everything fun. They see the goofiness in everything, right? So don't take life too seriously and focus on the love. Focus on your family. We just had Father's Day yesterday, and shout out to all the fathers out there. Still, happy Father's Day. But anyways, this is also reminding me of that, the King of Pentacles. But the great Father, right? The God that lives within us, the God gene that we all carry, he lives within all of us, the Father, that fatherly energy. We all contain that. So look to yourselves, look within, look to that masculine. We all have feminine and masculine within us, okay? This is Capricorn as well. Capricorn is a masculine sign. So that alpha within, we all have it. So bring that forward. But also with the loved ones around you, I'm hearing, be playful, be godlike. Just see the beauty in everything around you. Let's see what else is happening. So Spirit is reminding us this because it is going to get kind of dark in our world, in the news, everything that's going on. There's going to be a lot of things coming forward, and I think this has to do because children were brought up godlike, be pure, concentrate on the purity of the loved ones around you, see the love around you, because that's what's going to keep you strong through what's about to go down. We're going to see a lot of darkness go down, okay? Ten of Swords, the Devil card, the Four of Swords. There's healing, though, in the outcome. It's going to be very healing, and that's healing for the country. It's healing for the world. But also this Chariot, this is the Cancer card, the Chariot for July. Okay, we are approaching that. I want more information on the Chariot. It's coming forward. So yeah, darkness, we're going to have to turn to our families and our loved ones. And you are all family as well. Soul family, friends can be family. So turn to your loved ones because it is going to get a bit What I'm hearing is a roller coaster. They're throwing roller coaster at me. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, what else? Chariot. Here comes the chariot. What's this about? Queen of Swords, the Emperor. The trump card is the Emperor. And then we have the High Priestess. So this is about, and that's no wonder why they're saying be childlike, be godlike, love everyone as God would, right? This is also talking about you evolving, going within. Everyone's high priestess, or your emperor within if you're a man. So all of that is your consciousness. So paying attention to ascension. This would be about your ascension, how you're evolving consciously, how we've all awakened, and we don't look at the world the same, right? We know everything's been a lie. History has been a lie. A lot of the religion has been a lie. Not every single thing about it, but yes, most of it. There's a lot of stories that aren't real. It's not real. But we can look at things in different perspectives. We know, because we have the God gene within us, we know that love is our strength. It's the highest frequency. As long as we stay in that loving nature and help our neighbor or our friend or our family member, we always have to turn to love in difficult situations. So if you are going through something hard, or even with someone that you love and you're battling or fighting, turn the other way and just show them love. Remember, love kills the enemy. Light kills and suffocates the dark. So that's what I'm getting. And now I'm hearing that it will conquer everything that you're going through. So whoever needs to hear this, if you are going through something and it's maybe a dark night of the soul, you need to go within. You probably already have, but it feels alone and scary because maybe people are against you, or you feel everyone's against you, or life isn't going the right way. I've been there too. Everything crashes down, but you know why? Everything has to crash down. You have to have a tower or multiple towers in your life. And if you don't, you're not going to evolve. You're not going to get stronger. It's not going to, the universe, God, the angels, whatever you believe in. I'm not here to offend anyone, but I believe that God is within us. I believe in God. I believe in the angels. They're all working together. They always have put me on the right path, even though I've made choices before that weren't so smart, but they always reroute me. It may be harder, but that's what I chose. I chose coming into this life, that path of harder, challenging, to create a stronger version of my past self. My past life, probably not as strong, didn't have a voice, didn't stand up for myself. This time around, I have to go through those challenges in order to become that stronger version of this soul. So just the same for you, each and every one of you, whatever you're going through. I feel like someone is out there that's going through the dark night of the soul, and they don't know where to turn. They might not have family. They might not have friends or many friends. So if you do feel alone, you have yourself. You always have yourself. Always. You come into this planet. You chose to come here by yourself. You're going to go out by yourself too. But you don't die. Your soul doesn't die. So you're immortal. But just saying, concentrate on your ascension, the godlike energy, being childlike. That's another one that came through, right? I'm just recapping all this. Childlike and looking at everything with love. So just as God would, love and forgiveness, moving forward. But absolutely, that's what came through. Just comes right through, and it's what I just say what I hear. I say what comes right through. But there you go. That was the message for June 16th. We haven't done that in a while. That was fun. Now, since I'm on this, and Spirit is guiding me to, because I have my cards right here, Eternal Connections is my new deck. It is inspired by the angels. It's more spiritual. It actually has a message. So if you are going through a hard time, these cards do help. They're more like oracles. They're spiritual oracles. Let's see, what are the angels and God and all of our spirit guides, our team, spirit team? And yes, I know a lot of you ask me, that is such, and tell me it's a beautiful image on the front. This, I have to share with you. This is how I see when I am doing my mediumship readings. And, someone asked me, can you connect with my mom on the other side or my dad? This is how I see them. I see them like this at first, but as they come closer and I can see more of it in my consciousness, I can actually see their features. And then I will start to tell you what they look like. But this is how I originally see them when I start to channel. It is beautiful. So I believe that this is how we do look when we cross over. But, you know, these two can see each other's features because they're up to each other, those two lovers there. But I just wanted to share with you, that is why I designed the fronts of all of them like that, because that's what I see. So these are very spiritual cards. I love them. Let's see, what is the message that our angels, guides, what do they want to tell us? What do they want us to focus on today for June 16th? Ooh, I love it. This is a good one. New opportunities are on the horizon, encouraging you to embrace them and step into your potential. Believe in yourself and keep going. And then something's coming in right now. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. They want me to remind you that. Whoever needs to hear that. Be comfortable with getting uncomfortable. Everything that's new to you, if you've never tried it before, it's going to feel off and awkward. But just go for it. Whoever needs to hear that, that's for you. And then it also says in numerology, the number 35 symbolizes. So number 35 is our number today. Symbolizes change and transformation, often associated with personal growth and new opportunities. It represents a dynamic energy that encourages progress and adaptation. Beautiful. I love it. So each card has a message, and I always like to ask the angels, what do we need to focus in? So there you go. New opportunities are on the horizon for you. If you feel like there's no way out of something, there definitely is. Start praying about it. I'm a huge believer in prayer. I pray every day. Pray and ask, and you shall receive. I am not good at asking for what I want or what I would like in the future, but I have found it to happen quite quickly when you do. So it does work. I used to not believe in it, but it does work. Prayer does work. So I encourage it always, especially in my personal readings. I encourage that. If you're going through something, we will talk about prayer. I'll pray with you even. So it's really fun. I love this, Raven's Wings, absolutely. Satan has no power over God's children. And that's exactly what's going on with this whole, it's a spiritual warfare, this whole thing that we're going through with, you know, the Trump and the good guys versus the dark. That's what this is. We're wiping out the enemies, the demons. You guys are awesome, though. I love the energy. All that just had to come through. That was meant to be. Whatever that message, whoever that was for, that was for you. Let's see, Laura. Question: if we pray out loud, doesn't Satan know what we want and need and attack us? No, actually, because you are protected. You are being protected by your angels always. I always pray out loud. You don't have to. You can also write it down. I've written it down. No, you will not be attacked if you pray out loud. Absolutely not. No. Now, if you're afraid of being attacked and that's in your mind and you keep thinking about that, you're going to draw that energy in. You know why? Because Satan, demons, all of them, the evil, which I don't ever get into. I don't like it. And I stay away from it to protect my energy. Because the more you talk about it, the more you're thinking about it, you're drawing it in. And what does that do? That creates fear. Fear is what they feed off of. The more you're afraid to do something, just like even if you're afraid to start a new job or start a relationship or something, the evil knows that. They're like, I know what her weakness is. I have a way in. There's a door open. You left a door open. So absolutely not. But if you do have fear, then absolutely, yeah, because you have a door open, and they know that. They know what your weaknesses are. Just like people with addictions, which my heart goes out to them because they become a victim to that addiction, but also they become a victim to leaving. Now they have the doors wide open, and that's when evil will attack. That's why I am against alcohol and against all that, because it leaves a wide open door. And a lot of channelers out there are some that actually drink and they think that it's okay. I would never do that, though, because you are leaving a door. It's an invitation, and they will fool you. If you are under the influence of anything, they'll fool you. You'll think that you're communicating with with the right thing, and it's not. And then something will happen in your life, or things aren't progressing or manifesting that you are trying to, genuinely bring in, but it won't come in. And that's usually what it is. And that's you creating a blockage, honestly. So I'm glad that Laura brought that up, actually, because it just opened a whole new can of worms to talk about. Alcohol is called spirits for a reason. That is true. Yep, not the good spirits. No. And what it does to your temple, if anything's hurting your temple, the body that you chose to come into this lifetime, there's no way that that would be right or for your highest consciousness. There's just no way. So yeah, thank you guys. Well, hey, let's see, any other questions, throw it out there. I do have to get going very shortly, within 5 minutes. I like this one. See, I am so into this is me, this whole subject of angels, spirits, with God within, all of this stuff. This is my thing. So I love it. The doghouse. Do we need to speak to our guides and angels out loud? Now, I don't know if you just heard, but we were just talking about that. It is totally fine to talk to them out loud. I do it all the time. Do you absolutely have to? No. You can do it in your mind. They know your conscious thoughts. God knows, your angels know. Call upon them within. You can do it quietly. You can do it in the shower, even when you're taking a shower and it's just in your mind and your consciousness. So you don't always have to speak it out loud, but I do think it's powerful. It's powerful to do so because you have a voice, and that's what it's for. And that's why a lot of beautiful singers out there, they're turning their prayers into songs. They've done that for centuries. To sing it, use your voice. That's all. It's from the heart. It's a heart expression. So either way is fine. But anyway, Green girl, you're funny. I see. Okay, let me just throw my 2 cents on this. So honestly, I wouldn't advise channeling with marijuana. I wouldn't advise only because you're still leaving a door open. But it is something that I'm not fully against it. I don't do it currently, but I have done it. But I don't believe that it's as bad as alcohol, but I wouldn't channel under the influence of anything because you are leaving a door open. You're totally leaving a door open if you're under the influence of anything. You've got to be straight. You've got to be clear-minded, your highest, best version of yourself, pure consciousness, not anything that's interfering with consciousness. Think of a radio station that's coming in clear. Your favorite song is on. You're singing along. You love it. And then all of a sudden, it's staticky. You can't hear it anymore. It sucks. Then you keep trying to turn the dial and you can't get a clear channel anymore. That's exactly what happens to your consciousness and your antenna to the spirit world and to those loved ones on the other side. And they don't like when you drink or if you smoke or do anything. They don't like that. They're like, now I can't even get through to her clearly. She's going to think I said this or that, and it's not what I'm saying. So they won't even work with you if you're under anything. So in all honesty, I don't think it's a bad thing for maybe a medicine or pain relief, but to channel, to be in spiritual bliss, no, I wouldn't do it. If you're trying to channel, any other time, fine. If you're not trying to channel, go for it. But I had to address that. It just felt the need. Let's see what else is out there. But for pain relief, it's great. It's amazing. That's what it's for. That's why God created it. It's a medicine. Our plants, our vegetables, our fruits, those are all medicines as well. The clean ones, right? Not the pesticides. That's why we've got to get rid of, we need maha, and we need the pesticides all gone from the planet, for sure. But this has been awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. We should do more talk about this on Wednesday. So any spiritual questions, bring forward. That is my favorite subject, talking about angels, talking about the afterlife, all of that. We can absolutely, turn our minds and perspectives on a different subject. We don't always have to talk about political issues. But as you all know, I love Trump. This is pro-Trump channel here. But it's also all about spirit and love and just being our highest, truest versions of ourselves. Authenticity. And that all begins with the God gene within you. If you want to be more authentic and be your real, true self, there you go. But anyways, thank you all so much. I better get going. I have a reading in 5 minutes. So I will see you all on Wednesday. Thank you all. Please don't forget, if you would like a personal reading, remember I've got the express readings for only $22 right now. Starcanashores.net. And my one-on-ones are also on a special as well. But yeah, if you want to sign up, go for it, Starcanashores.net. And don't forget also, if you like my content, If you're always watching but you never hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. Costs you nothing. It costs me time to do this show, but it doesn't cost you anything. So hit the subscribe button if you please, and also the like button. If you hit the like button, a lot of people watch, I see the views are going up, especially with the Trump stuff. But then I'm like, but there's not even as many likes on the like button as there are views. So I don't know what's happening there. But if we could have every person watching hit that like button, my videos would circulate even more and more. And then our Soul Triber could be bigger, a lot bigger. So your soul family will grow if you guys help me grow as well. So just throwing it out there. But thank you all so much. You guys take care. And I will see you on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys take great care of yourselves, and I'll see you then.
The communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
Before we go too far, I've got something to tell you.
What store, Mr. President?
You'll find out.
Play YMCA. Go ahead. Let's go. Nice and loud.
Here we go.